Back with another episode. What's up, John?
What's up, my man?
Here with John Acosta.
I'm here.
The man, the myth, the fighter.
I'm fighting these demons.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. We're here to vent.
Dude, thanks for coming on so late. It's a little late right now, but
fuck it.
Honestly, yeah, it's great. Late night podcasts are the best. It's usually the best thought, like deep thinking that I do.
Is it?
Well, it's like at this time, because this is like, you know, right after I'm done shitting and I'm laying in my bed.
This is when I'm just like smoking a blunt in my bed.
Yeah, and you just thinking about life. Yeah.
Not even, dude. I'm like probably watching fighting highlights, going through my phone.
What kind of fighting? Like your fighting highlights?
No,
or?
fuck no. Like just like UFC.
UFC fighting
just like,
highlights?
Just compilations online or something.
Yeah.
Or the stuff that the UFC puts out, just as like background noise.
Oh, okay.
You know, and then I'll just be on my phone.
Just to fall asleep to just like
pretty much till my eyes get
nasty,
heavy, you know?
nasty fucking calf kick to the head. You're just like,
calf kick to the head.
Just sleeping like a baby.
Dude, I've eaten head kicks. Those suck.
Well, I mean, if you guys didn't notice by now, John's a fighter. He's a Muay Thai fighter.
Muay Thai.
You just had 2 fights too, right?
I did back to back. I won one, lost one. That's how it goes.
But you said the second one you were like close to beating the guy, right?
Yeah. They should have gone to the third round. That's what I think. The guy was tired, and I feel like even my coach told me before the match, he was like the fights aren't going to the third rounds because the refs just want to get out of here. I was about like number 24.
Yeah. Out of how many?
I think there was like 30.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I'm
I was like towards the end, and he told me, he was like, "Hey, the past like couple fights haven't gone to the third round, so you need to fucking get it done."
Oh, dude.
And I took too long in the first round to get it going. In the second round, I finally got my wind, but they gave it to the other guy. So
yeah, I'm not going third round either.
I like
24.
I like going 3 rounds. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm good. Did he win? All right. Pretty tired now.
Yeah. That's what it felt like.
That's cool though. Honestly, like it takes a lot to really go out there, and do that. Well, especially like even as adults, honestly, because as kids you're kind of just like they're like adults pushing you out there.
Yeah.
But like as an adult going out there, it's just like that's your own choice at that point.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I signed up to do it.
No, yeah. So it takes a lot more than just like like your coach just being like, stop being a fucking pussy and just go out there. Now when he says it, you're just like, I don't got to take that.
Yeah.
I can go home.
What am I doing here?
Yeah.
I've never seen that, but that'd be pretty funny.
No, yeah, exactly. Well, you remember that guy? I don't know if you remember the guy who quit like on the second round in the UFC.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think was going through that guy's head? Just like,
I've straight up, yeah. I don't know. He was probably honestly having just a hard week before that. Because, like, to not be prepared, because you have to be, like, mentally prepared, whether it's, like, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, MMA, whatever. Like, if it's any sort of combat, you have to be mentally prepared before you go in there.
Of course, yeah.
You know? And if you're not there, like, you're not going to perform. That's just that. So he probably just went in there not mentally prepared, going through something. Got his ass beat and just couldn't.
I think at that point though, as like you committed to something and you're in front of tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of people watching you.
Tens of thousands.
Yeah, and you're just sitting and you're just like, I'm gonna quit. No, I'd rather just not get knocked out, honestly, than quit.
You'd rather get knocked out than.
Yeah, I think I'd rather just go out there. And
I'd rather go out on my shield.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
That's what that means. Like.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I'm being totally extreme by that, but.
Really, I agree with that.
Like you'd rather get knocked out.
I'd rather go on my shield, definitely.
Why can't you say I'd rather get knocked out? What the hell?
I don't know.
You don't think you would? I think that's what you said.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
I don't know.
Well, that guy, I mean, yeah. I would. I mean, you say you've been doing pretty good in your fights lately, though. Like
I think my cardio is my best thing.
Yeah. What about technique-wise? The
first fight out of the 2, I dropped the dude like 3 times.
Yeah.
With my hands and dropped him with my legs.
Okay.
I need him. Kind of beat his ass, you know.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I just cut too much weight.
You got to paint this picture for us. Like, what did it look like when you dropped him?
Right hand. right hand. He came in. Fuck, I remember there's a clip that I have online, and I'm like telling him to like come forward. I do this motion with my hands. I'm like come forward, and I drop him with like a right hand and like a left hand, like right after.
So like, what is that right hand? Is that like a jab?
No,
He's jabbing.
the right hand. It was from orthodox, so it was just like an overhand right, and then the left hook, right after that, and then I threw another one that was a cross, and then his leg was open, and I kicked the inside of his leg, and he completely like fell forward, lost his balance, fell on his ass. And then the first exchange that we had, I hit him with the left hook, and he dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you feel when he dropped, bro?
I was like too in a mode at that point because I took too long in that first round to get going. I've definitely fixed that problem.
Yeah.
Now I've like fixed that pace, and like now I know what to do and just get my head there. And now I feel way better. Like I've definitely fixed that.
So there was no like.
I think it was just because it was my first couple fights like in a while. You know what I mean?
So you weren't like when you dropped him. There wasn't like a big deal. It was like okay.
Everybody around me was like pretty
but you
stoked.
were like, let's get back to it.
I was locked in. I was
Okay.
like, I wanted to kill this dude. You know?
Oh, okay. No, I feel that. Well, I don't feel that. I've never been in actual like.
Well, you do
Muay Thai
jiu-jitsu.
fight. Yeah, but it's different. Dude, it's so different. Because like when you get like a pass or like something like that, it's a big deal for people who know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
But when you drop someone, everyone in the building's like, "Oh fuck, that guy got fucking dropped," you know.
That's why I like it. I liked the entertaining aspect of it. It was cool.
My man's a showman.
I like it.
Yeah, we should do a podcast called "The Fighter and the Kid."
The fighter and the kid. Who's the kid? You?
I'd be the kid, obviously. 'Cause
you're way bigger than me.
But I'm not a fighter.
Deep down, you are.
You know, it's funny. I was at the gym the other day, and I was in the sauna. I was having a conversation. This just random guy. He just started talking to me, and I was like, "Yeah, I used to wrestle." And he was like, "Dude, you look like you used to wrestle." I was like, what does that mean?
What does that mean? Yeah.
He's like, "You just look like you were like in some type of like fighting or like combat sport." And I was just like I felt like okay, like so I just look intimidating. Like that's just.
Would you say it's the same as like telling a black guy like you look like you've played basketball?
No. Because black people could be short, and then you could be like, you didn't play basketball. You might have played, but you weren't starting, big dog. Yeah, that's why you're
more
here
of like
me.
like soccer guy.
If you were good at basketball, we wouldn't be talking.
We would.
More like. No, I'm not even gonna go there.
Okay.
We'll try to be as we'll try. You know, we'll try with this. If we get a little offhand, then I'll see what I can do about the editing.
No.
But yeah, that's cool, man. Honestly, like that's something I want to do too. Is like check off my bucket list. Is like do something like a, just like a tournament or like a match or something like that for jiu-jitsu. I've been so out of it lately, but I'm thinking Thursday I'm gonna start getting back into it and just see how it goes. But
the days where you don't want to go are like the best ones, even if it's just like the people that you see there that make you happy. You know, like I'm fortunate enough to like I told you before, like all my friends are people that I train with. Like now those are like my immediate group of friends, and now it's just like I was having this conversation with one of my teammates, Eddie, like. Going to the gym isn't a chore for me anymore. It's not like, oh, I have to go to the gym and work out. It's like I'm going through work just so I can go train. Like it's like the thing that makes me happy the most.
Yeah.
Like it's really.
How long did it take for that to you to feel like that? Because when I go to the gym now, like with the jiu-jitsu guys, like I don't know anybody, and I'm like, I don't think I'll ever be comfortable.
Honestly, it took a couple months because like with this year, so much has changed. Like with all the weight loss and like. All of it starting from just like a fucking breakup like every other guy, you know what I mean? But having the experience of fighting before and then just going to the gym where my coach like and my friend like really was just there for me and made sure my mind was in the right place and made sure I just kept going to the gym. Yeah. And it started with him, like we would work out in the morning and it was just us. We'd get coffee and work out and then he would just talk me through everything. And I think that's when it started to change mentally. Like I started actually looking forward to going to the gym because it was going to be therapeutic in a way. And along the way, my technique just got better, and I started training for this fight and like losing weight. And then in July, I broke my foot, and I couldn't fight. And I was gonna fight at 190 again, like a weight that I didn't want to fight at. I wanted to fight at 170 that I ended up fighting at months later.
Yeah.
So it was kind of just like a blessing in disguise, breaking my foot, and I worked on my hands and got everything crisped up, and was extremely confident going into the first fight.
Yeah.
And I won.
Do you think that like looking at like things like that from that perspective now is just like how you just see the world now? Like instead of like things happen for a reason rather than oh fuck, like this fucked up everything. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I do believe the breakup that started everything was meant to happen, and
so you do believe like that's your perspective now?
Yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah.
Like at this whole journey and everything, like because when it happened, I didn't have time to be sad. I had time. I just completely viewed it in a different perspective, and along the way, like certain things happened that made me realize I had to make certain choices in my life to improve and just my overall lifestyle, you know.
Yeah.
And like the biggest example is like I think I've told you before, my cousin died. Well, you were there. Like we drank that day.
Yeah, we talked about it.
And then I fucking was like super sad because my cousin had died and I had no idea that she killed herself. And I went to go talk to my dad, who I never talked to, right? And he tells me she kills herself, and I was like right in the same state like a couple days before from drinking alcohol. And if it wasn't from going like for her dying, like I would never talk to him. I would have never stopped drinking alcohol. I would have never lost that extra weight because of drinking that alcohol.
Yeah.
To get to my fight weight, I would have never fought that fight. I would have never won that fight.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Yeah. And do you see like that's what I meant is like do you see like that as like a like do you view the world like that now? Now that like all that's happened and it seemed like all these things were put in place for this moment, do you think that like everything happens for a reason now?
Yeah, man. Even adversity, like the adversity that happens in life is the stuff that's definitely meant to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because you learn the most from it. But it's like everybody goes through it, and it's really just up to you. Like, are you gonna be the type of person to let it define you, or are you gonna fucking take it on the chin and
just
keep it going?
Yeah,
because you got to.
Yeah.
If you don't, and like you like, if you give even if it's like a mental thing, like if you're one of those really sensitive people that give a fuck about what people say, like, are you gonna let that fucking eat you up and you're gonna stay inside, or are you gonna die?
Yeah.
Knowing that happened, you know what I mean? Or do you want to die knowing that you gave it your all and are happy? Because I'd rather die that way. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no. For
you
sure.
know what I mean?
I'm not questioning you. I'm just like
to the average person, it's just like shit. But I don't.
No, you're right though. Like you're so right. Like, dude, the average person, and like I think I was this guy like a couple years ago, you know, or even a couple months ago too. Because like honestly, when you told me about your cousin, dude, that I don't know why, but I know why.
It like resonated with you.
Yeah. I mean, because like that's what we were doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I think like a couple days before,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you told me, I was like, oh shit, like, you know, that could have been us, like. You know, in the car or something like that.
Yeah.
And it didn't fuck me up, but I was just like, you know, maybe it's time to like slow down too, you know. And I haven't stopped drinking, but I'm definitely like smarter about it.
Yeah.
You know, especially like my health now. I'm like, I've lost a bunch of weight too.
Yeah.
You know, so
I look a lot healthier. Like I
Yeah.
get that compliment all the time.
Same.
Like you don't look
like you look like you're glowing. Almost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get that all the time. Yeah, it's weird. I'm kind of glad. There is times where I miss drinking. Just the looseness of it. I say this all the time. Just like from the first drink. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not the whole mission. Like, I'll be straight up with you. Like, if I drink, I'm going to fucking probably buy cocaine or something. Like, I
hear that a lot, actually.
Like, I'm not going to. I just don't want to do that. Like, it doesn't make me feel good.
Yeah, no,
I
for
regret
sure.
it as I'm doing it.
No,
It's a
for
waste of
sure.
money.
It's
Like,
like shameful.
It's
right?
extremely shameful.
Yeah.
And it made my mind so fucked up. Like I just was a piece of shit on it. So
I don't think you're alone though, because like you know, I went through something like that too with like cocaine and
I think we all do in our 20s, man. To be honest, At least if you're a man.
Does,
I mean,
throw that out. Hey,
I'm just
everyone
gonna make that. I'm
just
just saying that to make myself feel better.
Just make it clear, we don't think everyone does cocaine, guys. Well, John does, but I don't.
I do.
Yeah, and I know, man. And honestly, like, and once you open that door, like, sometimes there's just no going back, you know?
Yeah. I'm grateful enough to where I had like the right circle of people to keep me sober and keep me happy. I mean, I still smoke weed. It's California sober, you know?
Yeah, but weed slows you down. It's not gonna, like...
I honestly use it for recovery purposes. Like, I don't smoke till the end of the day now. Like, I used to be a fat stoner, but I do too much all day. I'm on my feet at work, and then I go and train for hours, and...
No, yeah, it's a sluggish thing. I had to cut back a little bit,
I just come home and fucking smoke and then eat and go to sleep.
Do it all again the next day.
I love my life, though. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love my job. I love what I do with my friends. I love the training. And then I get to look in the mirror and look at a different person every day. I'm not comfortable yet. Like, I'm not at my goal. And even looking at, like, it's weird. Like, I look at pictures and I'm not used to seeing that person in the mirror. Like, it's weird. I don't feel like myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's kind of weird. But it's because it's happened in such a fast time. Like,
yeah,
I lost 80 pounds in, like, 7 months.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like,
that's an enormous amount of weight.
Like, that's crazy to me. And I don't look unhealthy. Like, I don't.
No, yeah, I know what you mean. Like you look like you're doing everything.
Like I did it right.
You do everything the right way. Yeah,
I did it right. Like it was weird how everything just kind of worked out and like in that order. Especially breaking my foot because I did not plan that at all. Like did not plan that at all. But that kind of delayed everything to make it work out perfectly.
You were like, oh, I can't do this fight, dude. You just fucking. Start smacking tree trunks.
I broke it in sparring.
She's like, fuck.
Yeah. That shit sucked.
How do I get out of this?
That shit suck.
Tell your coach you did a kickflip and fucked up your... Yeah, that's cool, man. I mean, glad to see you, like, doing good now, too, because... I mean, not because I didn't really know you before all that stuff. So, like, I mean, we hung out once and we drank, but, like, I thought it was, like, normal. You know?
Yeah, you didn't know the extent of it. Yeah.
I get it. Like you told me, and I was like, "Oh shit! Like that's pretty hefty stuff you got to deal with, you know."
Yeah.
But you know, on a lighter note, we were thinking about running a half marathon. You know, drop it down in the comments. We're gonna do it anyways. I don't really care what you guys think, but
I'm gonna do it.
Just like you know, what do you think? Do you think we're gonna do it? Do you think we'll make it? I think I have the fastest mile here. No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be a breeze for me.
You think so?
Yeah.
A breeze tab?
Breeze tab.
For sure.
It's 13 miles. Like it's not bad. I run 10 miles pretty easily.
Okay. I think I'm gonna just take a bunch of edibles too. Well, not a bunch of them, just like a small amount.
Take the. There's an Uncle Arnie's shot that has 100 milligrams of caffeine.
I have these pro tabs, these boosts. I think I'm going to do that, honestly. Those make me feel great.
Those get me tired.
Really? The boost ones?
Yeah.
No fucking way. Oh, that's probably the CBG in it. That's probably why. Yeah. John's actually we've recorded before on the podcast, but he's been on the podcast. I just didn't release any of it just because a lot of it's real spotty. I'm going to edit this out. I don't know why I'm talking about it. But, yeah.
I want to know your craziest high experience.
My craziest high experience?
Yeah.
I don't really think I got one.
Or, but like, even just like a funny one. Like, is there anything good that you can think about when it comes to smoking weed?
Usually just like on the spot stuff's not good for me. I can't think of anything. But there was the first time I took an edible. I took 150 milligrams my first time.
That's intense.
Yeah. And we went to sushi. And I was like, I fucking got this. Dude, 150 milligrams. This is tiny, you know? It's a tiny amount. Dude, so naive, you know? And then we went to Sake Tumi in Tustin. You guys better pay me or I'm blurring that out. Oh. No, I'm just kidding. And I ate a whole volcano roll. And then when we got back to the house, I fucking threw it all up.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that's crazy. Nothing like fucking cops chased me down or anything like that. I got a ticket one time. Cops rolled on me pretty hard, but
Really?
that's about it.
Shit.
What about you?
A lot of stuff's happened while I was stoned. That was pretty funny. The first time my sister ever caught me stoned, I was like 13,
Mm-hmm.
and my sister and my cousin was he's still a big stoner. He's the first person that smoked me out. It was the first time I ever smoked weed, actually, and he smoked me out, and we were just chilling at home, and then she rolled up on us, and she was like, "Why are your fucking eyes red?" And then she like took me to the room while like my cousin, his friend, and like my friend were like just there, and you could hear everything, and she just beat the living shit out of me. Like,
why?
Because she's caught me stoned. Like, she caught me high. I was like 13, and she just beat the shit out of me, and I just started crying. Like, I just caught the fate from my older sister.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, dude. She fucking,
on her part.
No. Like,
I would have said people. What was she? That's embarrassing in front of your boys.
I mean, fuck,
See
bro.
why you
like,
became a fighter now, dude.
I mean, she won't do it now. That's my best friend. No, she was just looking out for me, dude.
No, I know.
But it's just a fucking
like,
funny story.
No, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude.
I still smoke weed. It obviously didn't help. I didn't learn anything from it, so.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, you realize it's not that bad.
I realized that I would never fist fight my sister. My sister fights like a man. So does my mom.
Yeah, but they're still women, dude.
I've seen my mom fight, man.
How hard do those men try?
And fuck, full on.
Dude.
It was my uncle.
How big is your uncle, dude?
He was pretty fragile.
Yeah. Exactly. You're not convincing me of anything.
He
right
was like a lower ranked like flyweight in the UFC type build.
Yeah, just without the skill. Completely.
Completely.
Yeah. He was actually a garbage man.
He was actually yeah. He was a great man.
I always like when people do that. They're like, dude, this girl, she'll fuck you up. I'm just like dude,
you're stupid.
Yeah, dude. Stop it, dude. I bet you 225 times. Dude, stop it, bro. I'll fucking throw that bitch.
Oh my god.
And it's always like the smallest girls too. They'll be like, don't fuck with her. I remember one time I was in class. It was a college class. And this girl, she was like, don't make me give you that look. And she just stares at me. And I was like,
Damien just made you look like he was autistic for about half a second.
Trust me, dude. I had to look at that.
Yeah. Right.
And I just like look around and I'm like, oh, okay. Like I didn't know what to do. Like I was like, I'm not gonna act scared because I'm not. You're fucking 5'1". What the fuck? Like, do you think I'm just gonna like? What am I scared of you for?
Yeah.
And she was just like, my mom says I have like the craziest stare, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on
does that
right now?
mean?
I think she was just trying to be like, I don't know what she was trying to be. I think she was trying to like be like scary. Maybe she was trying to like play around, and I was just like, I don't know how to play like that. You just gotta,
like, I'm sorry, my mom said I should try and make friends.
Yeah, dude, get out of here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for wasting your time.
That's an F. Yeah, but it's just funny too sometimes. Like I don't really notice it, but like, do you notice more like because you're a fighter? Like, do you notice like more like fake tough guys than like more tough guys? Is there like a demeanor? Because some people are always like, if you're a fighter, like you would never do something to hurt someone. And I was like,
yeah, I don't pick fights.
You don't.
Yeah.
But there are people out there who fucking do.
No, there's definitely
and are fighters.
There's definitely been people who come in and they come in hot, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Like they come in hot and immediately they get humbled pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But
how often do you see those guys after?
They
like
don't show up anymore.
Yeah,
they don't show up anymore. Cuz one, I think like by the end of the class like they know what position that they're in because usually the coach talks to them or they like get the shit kicked out. Like the intensity will go up and there's a certain point when it gets to a certain intensity that the guy can't reverse it. You know what I mean? Like the damage is done. Like he's tried to inflict pain on you. the other guy's gonna have to reciprocate. Like that's how that works. It's fighting,
and he's just not gonna.
And the guy's just not gonna.
He's not
keep
gonna
keep a regard like you kept a regard for him. It's simple, basic respect.
Yeah,
like, I always tell new people, even newer, like better guys than me, because I'm not the best. Mm-hmm. I'm still new, but they tell me like I'm gonna hit you as hard as you hit me, and that's like the best way to put it.
The new guys say that, or you say that to new guys?
Yeah, I say that to new guys, and then guys who are better than me, they tell me that too. Like, because it's like obvious respect thing. Like,
yeah,
because there's levels to this shit. Like,
no, for sure.
I had to spar my coach the other day. He's preparing to fight for a belt, and that wasn't fun. Man. He elbowed the shit out of my face.
Oh,
like,
nice.
A lot, yeah. Sweat me. Mop the floor with me, to be honest. He's fighting the number one guy in the country, so
that's scary.
I'm kind of happy that I was a part of his training.
No, fuck yeah, the journey. What weight does he fight?
He's fighting at 135.
Damn, bantamweight.
Yeah.
Is it bantamweight Muay Thai too?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay.
To me, it's just weights.
Oh yeah, it's just a number.
just a fucking number, dog.
God. That's cool, man. For the belt too. Where's it gonna be? Is it gonna be in Orange County?
It's gonna be in Long Beach.
Oh wow! Is it gonna be? Yeah, is it gonna be in that warehouse on Westminster Boulevard or 2nd Street?
I don't know. It's like an art one. It's like you could tell they shoot like music videos in it. It's weird. It's because the last time I went, it had those walls that have like flat bottoms, so you could tell that they just take pictures there and like shoot shit. And they just had a ring in the middle of it. Pretty cool.
Yeah. I went to one out there one time. It was pretty sick.
Yeah, you should come with me.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, the whole team's going.
We could drink a beer, do some coke.
Definitely not gonna do that.
All right, dude. This guy was fun.
Maybe we should stay home.
Actually, you're uninvited.
I don't think Muay Thai is your thing.
Yeah.
Stick to whatever you do, jiu-jitsu guys do.
Go roll around.
Yeah. Is that what you guys do on that stuff?
Yeah, dude. I just take the back and I sink the choke in.
Fucking pull guard.
That's it, dude. You come at me, dude, I'm pulling guard.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Your ankles are done.
No, it's a wrap. You're gonna kick my ankles?
I said your ankles are done, huh?
What do you mean?
If you pull guard, you're just gonna sweep me.
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. I thought you were at that level. My ankles, like if you pull guard.
Yeah. What do I do with your ankles? Do I just grab them?
Yes, you. No, man.
Nah, dude.
You must not be that good.
I'm a.
You said white belt
guy. Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna fucking double leg you. That's what I'm gonna do, dude.
I'm gonna knee you in the head.
That's it, dude. Just a swift double leg, and then as soon as you throw that knee out, I'm gonna hit you with a duck under.
Oh man.
And I'm gonna seatbelt you, dude.
I'm gonna oil check you.
What the fuck? What does that mean?
Put a finger in your ass. It's the classic old thumb.
Oh man, dude, that'd make me really uncomfortable.
That used to happen in wrestling tournaments.
Oh yeah, dude. It was like there was a move
knuckle.
too.
Yeah, it was a rule. It had to be the knuckle.
Oh no, you can. No, I don't remember.
I've seen that one too.
But you have to like reach over and grab their gooch.
Yeah, it's basically their gooch. Yeah.
And you have to like pull them, and it's like, dude, I never did that. I'm not gay. So. Coach is like, you'll do it, dude. You'll win. I'm not gay, dude.
I have to be gay to win. That's what you're telling me right now. You want me to go out there and you want me to be gay?
Dude, guess I'm taking
to
second.
Win.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah. I'm taking second, you pervert.
Silver's looking pretty straight to me right now.
So you like that shit, you pervert?
Jesus Christ!
You getting some out of you washing it?
And we're back.
Well, I don't know what happened, but
this thing on?
I think we might go and be to jail for this podcast.
I
gotta cancel us. We gotta send us to jail.
I love the unedited version. I'll tell you that right now. Quick little smoke break.
Yeah, bro. What do you feel about the political elections coming up? Are you trumping? Are you trumping this year?
Not gonna talk about my political views on this thing. Be pudgy and bald. It's not cute.
It's not, but you
can
do
fit.
it.
You gotta be like absolutely fit to be bald. That's just how it goes.
But whose standards? You can be fat and bald.
Yeah, and be ugly.
Whoa, dude. We have listeners out there who are listening. Who have?
Sorry, these are my standards to myself.
That guy's, he hates you. He hates fat, bald people. Jesus Christ.
I am one. So, I mean, deep inside.
You're not fat anymore, dude.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Because I decided to do something about it, and you can too. By joining my 8-week program.
Yeah. Hustlers University.
Be a top G.
Damn, dude. A lot of red pill stuff coming up on here.
Shit, man. What I would do to live again.
What do you think about Israel and Palestine?
The hot ones, huh? You know what? I'll be straight up. I don't pay attention to news like that, like at all.
No.
I'll pay attention when they start bombing here. But I mean, other than that, I'm just living my life.
Yeah.
They told me not to go somewhere. I won't go there. I won't ask why. I'm not really stressing on it. Like, I don't really.
So you hate Palestine's people? That's what you said.
I don't even know, like,
because you just ignore that they're. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
no,
I
no.
mean,
No,
I'm not.
dude,
And like,
honestly,
if I wanted to do something about it, I'd go to the fucking army. But I didn't do that when I graduated high school. I'm not gonna do it now.
no,
I have a big respect for people. Like, I have a really big respect for
military people.
and our boys in blue, and like, because they all have the job that none of us are signing up to do.
Yeah.
And like, it's literally the job in this world that, like, if you don't sign up for it, you're scared. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So I have a huge fucking respect for all those people.
Yeah.
So personally, I wouldn't do it. But I do, like, get bothered when they shove it down my throat. Like, I served and well, I didn't make you. I didn't put a gun to your head.
Yeah. You
Do I
did
respect you for it and thank you? Absolutely. But don't shove it down my throat.
Yeah, dude. No discounts for motherfuckers.
You guys get selective people get the day off. All right, once a year for you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
And it just passed, I think.
It did. Shouts out to our service people.
Shouts out to our veterans.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I was just messing around. Honestly, it just seems like they're just both killing people over there. Like, it's just a back and forth thing. So
That's what war is.
yeah. So I mean, it's really hard to give an opinion on that. You know, we're not taking sides here. We're neutral at Cheeks Productions.
Neutral. Neutrals can be.
Yeah. I don't like either of them.
I'm
honestly.
American. Is what I am. All right. That's that.
Red, white, and blue, baby.
Red, white, and blue. I was born here in California.
Budweiser and
Born and raised.
Budweiser and Coors Light.
I'll be drinking a Coors Light.
Aquafina water. Is that American?
Aquafina. Do you remember the water Deja Blue?
No.
It was like in a blue bottle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like dude, it was a blue.
No.
It was a blue plastic bottle,
No.
and it was just like it looked like an Aquafina bottle. That is my favorite water ever, and I think it's discontinued.
Was it a distilled one? It was like
I have no
heavily
idea.
distilled, huh?
I have no idea,
Oh.
but it was really good.
Because, Aquafina is just tap water, right?
Crystal Geyser seems to be my go-to. I have a bunch of empty jugs on top of my refrigerator where we're doing this podcast right now.
Yeah, we're looking at them. We're trying to see where they're from. So, Crystal Geyser is a natural alpine spring water. He's got some knockoff brands there, too.
I love water.
It says good water there?
You guys should drink your water.
Extra good water. That thing's terrible for you. That's definitely out of, like, some shit pond.
Drink some water.
If they're emphasizing how good it is,
I
it's
bought them at
definitely
a
trash.
gas station.
And then Stater, oh god, dude, the gas station in Santa Ana probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Garden Grove.
Oh man.
It was at fucking not even a Mobile. It was at like a USA gasoline station.
The Czech oils.
The Czech oils.
Yeah.
Like Valero.
Yep.
Kind of like
There
that.
you go.
Yeah. Shouts out Valero. Got the cheapest prices out there. Yeah, we got some Stater Brothers drinking water. I don't know how I feel about that one.
It's good.
It's good?
Yeah.
It's all water, dude. Come on, dude.
Honestly, fuck you.
Yeah, man. New exciting things coming up. We might go and do fucking stand-up too, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty down to do it.
Yeah.
I am down. I'm going to do it. Fuck it.
I think we'll all do good. I think I'm going to do the best, but I think we'll all do good.
You think so? I think you will.
I think I got some jokes kind of laid out already.
I have one written down. You want to hear it?
Yeah, I do want to hear it.
I think I've told you already. I took my mom. My mom's an immigrant.
Jesus.
Yeah. She has paperwork and everything.
She's not.
But I had never traveled to Mexico with her.
Yeah.
And so we're like for her 50th birthday, we took her to Cabo.
That's sick.
She had a great time. But when we came back, the people at LAX immigration, they held her, and they held her for hours. And they caused her like so much stress. They made her cry. They took away her papers. She had when she came out, we had to wait out there for like hours. And when she came out, she was super upset. She was crying. She was hysterical. They threatened to deport her, and instead they just gave her a case that she had to attend to. And we still had family from Mexico like waiting back at our house. So we're like, after all that stress, she still had to go back and like see our family from Mexico and like put on a face or whatever. And Mexicans, they like they drink and they sit around the table and they eat and they play cards. I thought it was super I thought it was super distasteful because they wanted to play Uno, and my mom had just lost her green card.
That's
you know
pretty
what
good.
I mean?
That was a good one. I did not expect that because it was very heartfelt until like
Yeah.
it sounded like you're being serious up until that. That was a good one though.
Thanks.
That was good.
That did happen too.
Yeah. Now we're just making a joke out of it.
Yep. My dad's a very like hard, like a very, 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 very hard ass person. Like I had these fights coming up, and he told me that he hoped that I would get knocked out instead of like.
Whoa.
Yeah. He straight up told me, I hope you get knocked the fuck out, honestly.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Why? Was he messing around?
No, he was being dead serious.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
What'd you say? You're like,
I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, your own son. He's like, fuck yeah. He's like, I'm going to be there laughing my ass off.
what the fuck?
And I was just like, who says that? Like, who says that? And he's like, what? And I'm like, why wouldn't you give me words of encouragement? He's like, you're a fighter. You don't need them. You should be mentally confident and ready to go. This is the thing. My dad is a very, very big criminal. Like a very, very, very notorious criminal. And he spent his whole life in prison kind of running the yards and let's just say doing the Lord's work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So his mind is like
Twisted.
institutionalized as shit. So he has no emotion. He's like the biggest hard ass. The only people I see him have emotion with are my two little brothers, who have yet to see what it's like when they go through being a teenager and like decide to finally have their own feelings, because it's gonna be a different ballgame. Trust me. But yeah, no, that dude's a fucking hard ass. And when I finally broke, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, because it got to me. I was like, why? I was like, I'm a fighter to impress. One of the big reasons is to impress my dad,
Yeah.
because he's the biggest fighter that I know. And he was just like, you should be mentally ready. Like, you shouldn't even be worried about me. And then I was just like, man, that sucks. Like, it really upset me. But it honestly did drive me. It was almost like a reverse psychology type of thing.
Yeah. So he did.
And
it on
at the end,
purpose.
he was just like, see? It was reverse psychology. Like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't.
Well, you're just gonna make me hate you now.
It's it's distasteful. Like,
like that's not cool. Well, because like coming from like a different person, it would have been different, right? Like if I would have told you, I hope you get knocked out. You're like, dude,
yeah,
fuck off.
Yeah,
yeah,
eat my balls.
yeah. But like coming from your dad, it's
coming
like
from my dad,
you want him to like cheer you on. And shit like that.
You want to impress your dad.
Yeah,
especially going to war and shit. You know what I mean?
But did it help? It helped though, right? A little bit.
I mean, going into it like a couple of days before, I was like, it was in my head. But then come fight day, I was just fucking ready to commit murder. Yeah, I was ready to go.
Do you have any like special routines you've been doing like before your fight stuff?
After weigh-ins, I eat fucking fruit with raw honey.
But
I eat that every day.
No, I'm just saying like you know how Sugar Sean does like his like does he like like his routine, like he wakes up in the morning, he he goes to bed early, he doesn't smoke weed.
Oh, like for all that stuff.
Yeah. Was there anything?
Yeah, no, I definitely wean off the Jack in the Box, like the fast food, all the dumb food. I don't go out like at all. Like I usually go get coffee with my friends or like go to the movies or something.
Yeah.
But I don't drink obviously, so if I'm out longer at night, I'll like have a higher chance of like getting some dumb food. So I just stay home. I have my snacks here.
Makes sense.
Yeah, or I'll just go hang out with, you know, my lady friend.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about that.
No. No. But, you know, go do that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and just stay busy.
Do you think that as you like progress more into like fighting and stuff like that, like you'll start to develop more like stricter like rules, routines, and like just like
yeah, definitely. Like I feel stricter now, just as it is. Like,
it
takes discipline to like just.
Well, I feel like that's like not bare minimum, but that's just like
it feels
that's like
it.
there's I know, but like as you like maybe move in through the ranks, does like your coach do anything like special every camp that like you guys are like, whoa? Because I know like,
well, every camp is like it's different, but the only thing that we turn up is just the intensity in sparring, the mileage for our runs.
Okay.
But I'm already like up there on the daily. Like I run more than they run in camp. Yeah. On the regular. Okay. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like my cardio is good. So for me, when I'm in camp, it's just my diet mostly. I just need to focus on my diet, and that means staying home.
And when I said that, I didn't mean like you're doing the bare minimum. I get it. I just was like, you know, because like I know Sean and Mally, like I know you don't have like the type of technology, but he has like he does like a thing where he tracks his sleep. Yeah, which is fucking wild, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I meant like anything like that, but like I mean, what you're doing now is just like
honestly, it's just
most people aren't doing anything.
It's pretty basic, yeah. I mean, to me, it's completely normalized now. Like I've realized I'm in, like I told you earlier, like I'm aware, but I'm not adjusted. Like I'm completely aware of what I'm doing and have been doing, the lifestyle that I have. Like, but I'm not taking too many looks back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just on go. And it's weird because I feel like I'm just watching myself in third person at times. Like I'm just in this whole new life, and it feels good, but I'm not sitting back and smelling the roses like at all. Okay. I'm just kind of just on gas, like I said, on gas, on go, just fucking trying to see the best version of myself. Yeah, I agree. Which in a way though, it doesn't feel as like that as enlightening as everybody's making it seem. Like I put a lot of like inspirational content out there. Yeah. And a lot of people, I get a lot of DMs like people saying that they like my content. They'd like get their like ass off the couch and like it pushes them, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't feel like that at all. Like I don't. You don't feel like what? Like I don't feel like my life's at that pace like at all. I don't feel like I'm not sitting back. I'm not looking at it like that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But like I don't know if like if that's just how you think about it, but like I don't know. I think you give yourself enough credit for sure. I think like because like the stuff you post, like I see it too, dude. It's like pretty like. Yeah, but like, to me, behind me, it's like I have a theory behind it. It's like you need to hype yourself up. You need to talk to yourself nicely. You need to. Like, you need to be positive towards yourself because for some people just don't have that support. Yeah. And that's just the bottom line. And some people need to be their own best friend. Yeah. And that's just the sad truth. But I personally believe when you're comfortable with yourself and have no doubts in what you're doing. Yeah. And you don't care about, like, what people think about you. You're way more content. Being alone is dangerous. Yeah. Like once you get comfortable and like I said, like I'm in this mode right now. Like I'm not really consuming what I'm doing right now. Like I'm so locked in that like I'm not enjoying the fruits of my labor. And like I've lost all this weight. I have a new home. Like I got a new car. I got a new job. You know, all these good things have happened to me this year, but I haven't been able to sit back and smell the roses because I'm so just on drive. Yeah, well, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, no, I feel it. I enjoy every moment of it. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, and you post a lot of like religious stuff. Biblical. Yeah. So I want to get into that. Go ahead, yeah. Because I've recently Been
Love it.
going like reading the Bible,
It's good.
Praying and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
And honestly, that's probably one of the biggest things that's helped me, like through what I was going through too.
Yeah. I'll be straight up with you. Like, I did hit rock bottom when my cousin died.
Yeah.
Like,
I can kind of see it.
yeah, right. Yeah. Like, I was hollow. Like, I didn't really.
When you said it to me, it almost seemed like a cry for help, but like it almost like seemed like you didn't really like realize it was happening. Like, I don't know. Like
it was. What's funny is that I did realize it was happening.
Yeah.
I knew that I was crumbling. I knew that I was just like, oh shit, rock bottom's coming. Like, it was weird because I knew the path that I was on as it was happening. I knew that I was drinking all the time. I knew that I was taking all these drugs. I knew that I was wasting my money. I knew that I was like putting myself in debt. I knew that I was just making the wrong decisions continuously, being a fucking loser. Like, and I knew that nothing was gonna stop me. I needed to either like get seriously hurt or hurts like myself. Like, something super significant needed to happen, and I couldn't make it happen because I was too much of a pussy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In terms of like self-harm.
Yeah, but did God, like the Bible,
I prayed
help in any way?
I prayed my ass off.
Yeah.
I prayed my ass off for something to happen. And I mean, it's weird to say this, but I kept getting worse and worse, and it seems like
when you were praying, like after you got done praying?
Yeah, like every day I would pray for change.
Yeah. Because
that was like it was like a month or two after that breakup.
Yeah.
And I just kept getting worse and worse, and I kept praying for something, a sign, like,
dude, this is so great.
And I fucking straight up just like I called my mom one day after we drank that day, and I was spiraling. I wanted to hurt myself like really bad, and I told her. My mom was freaking out. And that was the day that I remember looking at my phone when I was with you, like saying, "Oh shit, like my cousin died." Like, that was like my best friend on my dad's side, and I don't know any of my dad's family. And we would stay at our grandma's house and just chill and talk and smoke cigarettes and grow up, And I found out that she died, and we were getting drunk, and I couldn't consume it. And then by the end of the day, we were fucking shit-faced. And I was just bawling, like, after I just bought Jack in the Box, and I was bawling to my mom, like, uncontrollably, like it should have, like I feel sad, like why was, like, I just didn't want to be there. Like, I was in debt, like, I was sad, I was alone, I was missing my girlfriend, like, or my ex. Like, I was just thinking about life way too hard. Like, my work that I was doing, like, wasn't paying me enough. Like, I was fat, I was out of shape, and I was putting it all on my mom, and I feel terrible about it. And my mom felt helpless. And I told her I needed my dad. That's all I said. I said I needed my dad. And my mom said, all I need you to do is pray, and then we'll give you your dad's number. And I told her that the only thing I needed to do was get sober.
Yeah.
I knew that immediately, because I knew that drinking and doing the drugs was like the immediate issue. And the first person that I know who could get me sober was my dad. So I got him on the phone, met him the next day, and that's when he told me that my cousin killed herself. And she was extremely, like, drunk and loaded when she killed herself. She got her boyfriend's gun, shot at him, missed, and then, like, ran out to the front yard and then shot herself in the head. And this was all when she was, like, really fucked up, and I had this epiphany right then and there. I was like, I was in that mind state 2 days ago, and I didn't even know she killed herself. And it really just hit me right there, the depression. And she wasn't the only person that, like, has killed herself in my family. There's been multiple, like, on both sides, which is extremely, like, sad. And it hit me there, like, it's like, there's no questioning it that it's in my family. There's no questioning that I have a problem with it myself. Now, alcohol obviously wasn't the solution.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it amplifies all.
Yeah, it amplified everything, and she was just the prime example of it. She was the best human being.
Yeah.
And I just was like, I need to be sober. And so I got sober, but I kept praying to God. Like, I kept praying for change. I kept praying for just health. Like, that's it. I just wanted to be healthy. I wanted to be happy.
Dude.
Whoa,
hold on. What a beautiful moment, though, right? I know. Like you see it and you think of like, damn, that was such a, like, I was in such a shithole. But like how beautiful, like that moment. It's like picture perfect of like, it's like a movie, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, like this is exactly where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then like, cause you were praying before that, you said too, right? And that's what it is like he's just gonna like put you through some bullshit.
Yeah.
Some shit, just like
the worst
you
shit.
really want to know how it feels to like not have anything, you know? And then he's just gonna fucking sorry to interrupt.
No, I saw this podcast clip with Shia LaBeouf and John Bernthal, and they said that like rock bottom isn't when you're at your lowest, it's when it's right in front of you, when you see the change and you know the moves that you're gonna have to make to be that person.
Yeah.
I remember being in that like place and just being like, fuck, like, all right, God gave me he laid out the cards on the table. Like, he's giving me this second chance.
Yeah.
Straight up, like that's literally what it was. He gave me a fresh slate in terms of just refreshing my faith in not just God, but just life in itself.
Yeah.
Because where I was mentally, I was doing all that self-harm to myself because I felt so helpless.
Yeah.
You know? And 7 months later, I'm down like 80 pounds. I won a fight. I have a new car. I have a new place. I have a new complete life. All because I had faith. You know what I mean?
No.
And there were certain
exactly
fucking times when I started hitting 10 miles, like, it sounds corny, but there were times when I like first was hitting double digits. I was like, he literally carried that cross, and I can't just keep running.
Yeah. No, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he carried that cross for our fucking sins, and I'm complaining about doing this free activity on the sidewalk for my health, for my benefit, to make me live longer. Like, I can't do that.
Dude, that's so beautiful. Yeah.
Like,
seriously, no.
You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I totally agree with you.
It sounds so corny to some people. Like, it sounds so like, this guy's a loser because he likes God. Like, I'm not the type to push it on anybody. I'll preach it, but I'm not the type to push it on you.
Yeah,
you know
of course.
what I mean? Like, when I don't ever, like, you're with me all the time. I don't ever like, let's talk about God and let's fucking, you know what I mean?
I'm usually the one who's
if
like,
somebody asks me, I'll be honest, and if they want to know my opinion, I'll tell them. But I'm not gonna shove it down their throat,
dude.
But I definitely have faith in my Lord and Savior.
No, it's beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful because like I've just been on the same path, dude. I don't know.
It's good, man.
Like same thing, dude. Like I didn't feel like I hit rock bottom, but I ran. This is the first time. The past 2 weeks was the first time I ever like ran out of money completely. Like completely had nothing to my name.
Right.
My registration was gone. I didn't have any on my registration for my car. I had no insurance on it at one point. And like I was just in a hole. And then I ended up finding a little bit of money and paying for all that stuff. But I went 2 weeks with just broke. Like couldn't go out, couldn't do anything. I had to just go to work, come back, and I could have went to the gym, but like I kind of just sat there and really just like contemplated a lot of things. Right. And I just thought to myself during those 2 weeks, I was like, I'm never going to fucking do this to myself again.
Yeah.
I'm never going to do this to myself again. And although I know it's not like as like extreme as yours, you know, and like I think you were dealing with a whole lot more. I just like, you're right. Like, I think I was just like, man, this is like, I need to do something different in my life, you know? And that was it. Honestly, it was like the same thing. It was just like, and I had been praying before that too, a lot of the time. Now I got like registration, insurance on my car. Everything's all like paid off. Everything's great. And it's just like, you know, the whole like health stuff. Like I was always doing that, but it was just like for this instance, and like this specific thing of like responsibility. It's like he was kind of like showing me like, you have to do this stuff, dude.
Yeah.
You know, you have to get this stuff done. You know, and this is what's gonna happen if you don't want to get the stuff done when you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
And that's what the 2 weeks of sitting in my room was like. I was contemplating. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Like I went through like depression. I was like, oh fuck, like I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like how am I ever gonna provide for somebody? How am I ever gonna do anything for anybody? Like I'm just like the fucking. And I think of like my nephews too. I'm like, they're gonna have some broke ass uncle. Yeah. Living in a room in Orange County. You know. Yeah. I don't know. It got to me, and I was just like, think. It's just. That was it.
Yeah, it makes you think, man. And shit, I don't know. Like I said,
because you can't explain it. Like if like even if like someone told me like I'm not like, oh, you're weird for thinking that. It's like, well, I can't like force you to believe in it. Yeah. I could tell you what it's done for me, but at the end of the day, it's like that's what that faith is. It's like it's blind. Like you can't see anything. You can't see it. You don't know when it's gonna come. You don't know how it's going to happen, but you just got to believe it's going to happen. And for a lot of people, I think that concept of not seeing something, like it really bothers them. You know,
honestly, yeah, no, if it's not real and it's, or if it's not in front of you, it's not real. Yeah, for these people,
and that's insane to me. Well, it's not insane. It's insane to me now. That I
get I get it. I was naive. Yeah, like because you're so confident in yourself. Like that was my problem as a kid. Same. Like I didn't need anything. I thought I knew everything.
Same.
Yeah. You know, and that's the biggest. It's kind of like going sober. You had to admit that you're wrong. Yeah. Admit you're at fault. Admit that you failed. And that's the thing that's beautiful about God. He's gonna always be there to forgive you. Yeah. He's gonna always be there to forgive you. And like to me, it's like, how could you hurt something so precious? Yeah. How could you spit on something so forgiving?
Yeah, spit on it is good because like a lot of people do really resent.
They resent God, religion. like stubbing your toe. Yeah. Like God, why? You know, car crash. God, why? Like, yeah. Stuck in an elevator. God, why? Like, fuck. Like, why? Yeah. Why, God? Why are you doing this to me? Instead of thanks, God. Something's probably gonna fucking happen. Yeah. Seriously. Yeah. That's literally how I think about it now. When something bad happens, I kind of chuckle. I'm just like, you know what? Like. It's gonna let's see it. Let's see it. Exactly. Let's see it, dude. It's so fun. I feel this should be really good. This one should be good. That's literally how I think about it now.
That's fucking awesome.
Like this one should be good.
Cause I feel the same way. I'm just like, cause I know that there's like a big. I was watching a video. I don't know if I sent it to you. It was about the universe, and it was like, and I kind of related to like it's like parallel with like what, like God does is like he'll give you everything and he'll just fucking rip that shit away. Oh, you're having a good time? You're having fun? Watch this, bro. No money. Boom. Watch this, dude. You're fucking in debt. Watch this. You're on drugs or you're drinking and you hate your life. You know.
Watch this. You're single. You know.
Yeah.
What I mean? Like
exactly. But like that, I think this is what we're going through now. Being single, I think that's like again for a reason. We're building ourselves up right now.
Yeah. Yeah. For that whole, you know, what's funny is like. The whole time I was in those relationships, I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. Yeah. No idea. Uh-huh. I felt this constant pressure to decide on like what I'm going to do. Yeah. What career path am I choosing? And now that I'm single, I made up my mind so quick. It's like because I had that freedom and I had no pressure.
Exactly.
You know?
And it wasn't like
it wasn't any.
And it wasn't like
personal.
You have to provide for me or you have to do this for me. You know, it's like, okay, well, let's see who I am first.
Yeah. At this point, it's like, it's literally just me. Yeah. That's it. And I'm going to give it my all. Like.
Love that, dude.
Like simple as that.
You know how you're talking about that cross, like that stuff when you're running and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
It was corny.
I literally thought that. Yeah.
Bro, I was in the gym today. No bullshit. And I was doing like weight and I was just like, honestly, I had like just pictured Jesus spotting me. I don't know what it was, bro. But I was like, I got to get this. And
one more rep, son.
He just, in his sandals.
Yeah.
Sir, you can't have open-toed shoes in the gym. You know? So how can you see that? But, yeah, dude, I felt the same way, man. It was crazy.
What do you mean your pinkies, Jesus?
Yeah.
Have faith, my son.
all right, dude. Let's fucking try it. You know,
They look like 25s.
Yeah.
It's 225. Trust me.
No, you put 2 25s on each side.
Exactly.
That's what you did.
225.
They're not fooling no one, Damien. That shit's funny.
Lying's a sin, Damien.
We'll be telling everyone that.
That's funny.
Yeah. We've been going for about an hour. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No,
Anything
man.
else you want to throw out there? I feel like this has been a really good conversation.
Go to church. Don't do drugs. Kick back on the alcohol. You don't have to drink all the time. If you have someone or anybody that you love and you're close to them and you have some dumb type of animosity towards each other, you should push that shit aside. Give them a hug because tomorrow's not promised. Check on your friends. Check on your family. If nobody's told you today, I'm proud of you and I love you. God bless.
Fuck yeah.
And thank you for having me on.
Wise words from a wise man. Thanks for coming on, John.
Thank you.